Hello and welcome to Pro Tour Kobe. I'm Randy Bueller. I'm here with Brian David Marshall, and we are ready for the semifinals. The top 8, the quarterfinals were not kind to the home country. The Japanese went 1, 2, 3 and out. So we find ourselves with a couple of more interesting storylines. Got a couple of rookies living the dream, and then we got Willy Edel, runner-up at the last Pro Tour, trying to make back-to-back Pro Tour finals. The Brazilian has drafted an awesome red-green deck. He's got a dragon. He's got a disintegrate. And you like the chances in this match, yeah, Brian?
Absolutely. He also has double Spore Sower Thallid. He can clog up the board early with Spore Sower, with Shambling Shell Shock Dweller.
His opponent will be Thomas Didier-Jean. Didier-Jean found himself in Toulouse the same weekend as a Grand Prix, looked at his buddies and said, hey guys, what do you think? It'll be fun. We'll scrub out, but it'll be fun, right? Had played a couple Grand Prix, had been playing Magic since 1994, had never made day 2 of a Grand Prix, much less the Pro Tour. But he top-8'd that Grand Prix, and Tamura eventually wins it. Here he is in Kobe, top 8 of the Pro Tour. Suddenly he's qualified for an entire year of Pro Tours. He is living the dream.
And he found himself in a great seed in the draft where he was able to pick up an underdrafted color.
That's right.
In black. He was able to pick up black and red cards in a fairly late position. He was able to catch Karavek the Merciless. He was able to catch a late Strangling Foot.
Sure.
And
it's a pretty good hand he's got there, too.
His hand looks pretty good going into
Coldstoker, Fury Sliver, Tendrils. Edel is crunching over for a couple damage. Players have flown through the first 4 or 5 turns of the game. Here's an Ironclaw Buzzardier for Edel, adding it to, is that a Penumbra Spider? On Edel's side of the board?
I think that's a Penumbra Spider.
Yeah, it is. Didier-Jean has so far a Phyrexian Totem and some lands.
4 swamps to feed the Tendrils.
Absolutely.
And once again, you see where Penumbra Spider is just terrific against removal.
Yeah. This Fury Sliver, turn 5?
Fury Sliver.
3/3 double striker. I like that guy. I mean, he's expensive, but if you've got any number of slivers going with him, he's just spectacular.
He's fantastic. I mean, you really like to have 1 or 2, something like that. As he's a great finisher sliver for the sliver deck.
Right. Not great as your first creature.
No.
Not saying he's great here, but in general, I think he's a little underrated. Edel's hand seems to have a Grape Shot, Strangling Soot.
That's one of the problems with
2 Grape Shots.
So he can have a big turn where he
can.
If he can draw a Search for tomorrow, he can set up a pretty big turn with a triple Grape Shot and a Strangling Soot already.
Definitely can.
So if he's got plenty of men in there.
Yeah, Edel in pretty good shape in this game without the Dragon or the Disintegrate.
Sounds like we're going to get an animated totem here.
Smashing?
Yep. No?
Oh, no black mana yet from Edel.
That's for you, Ed.
Yeah.
There's Coldstoker.
Coldstoker, animate totem.
That makes sense. Coldstoker and animate, crunch. That's potentially 10 damage.
Coldstoker's gone up in value considerably for people this weekend.
I've always liked that guy. People keep saying, oh, you burn for 3. I'm like, you get so much tempo when you manage to do something with that mana. I think it's really good.
I don't think people understood also the storage lands early on. If you have a Coldstoker and you have a storage land in play, you can use the 3 mana to remove 0 counters 3 times.
Oh, all right.
From a storage land. I mean, it's like any set. Once you get familiar with some of the subtleties of the cards, you can find ways to run your mana through them.
Sure.
And it also sets up some really exciting turns if you have a card like Empty the Warren.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or Grape Shot.
There you go.
A lot of exciting interactions with Storm.
Yeah,
and he's a 3/3 for 4, which is just
right.
A limited staple. Yeah, he would be playable without any ability on him whatsoever.
Edel chose to block that Fury Sliver with a Penumbra Spider, so the Spider died, turned into a token, but that seemed better than taking 6.
And here's what I was talking about earlier about the Buzzardiers. He's got two
Buzzardiers.
They're
Playing defense.
But they can't play defense. There's nothing they can block. They're blank right now. They're invisible.
Yeah, Edel's mana has come out pretty bad for him here. Only the one mountain. He's got 6
and no mana
forests.
fixers.
No mana fixers, right? There's 3 Search for Tomorrows in his deck. He's whiffed on those.
This is exactly what we talked about in the pregame. Right, sort of a clumsy mana
Right.
draw.
His deck is awesome,
also.
but if he floods, he's got the ability to get, I mean, he can just get an inconsistent draw.
Buzzardiers are certainly a low light for him in this deck.
We know he's got Strangling Slit, Double Grape Shot in his hand, but he can't do anything with no black mana and 1 red.
Did you just press the advantage here?
Yeah, Didier Jones chose not to attack with his totem. He just came in with Fury Sliver and Coal Stoker. He needs to have something good here.
He's going to play Faceless Devourer? Doesn't seem very exciting. I think I would rather just bash him for
2/1
4.
Shadow Guy instead of bashing for 4 with the totem. I think I'm with you. I think I would have bashed for 4. Well, there's the second red for Edel.
How many cards you got?
Now he can Grape Shot. Does that do anything? He needs some other spell.
He can kill the Fury Sliver.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem like a thrilling
Really.
exchange of cards. My 2 Grape Shots for your 1 guy.
Right. One more spell, and he'd be able to kill the Shadow and the Fury Sliver.
Right.
Got the mana, just doesn't have the spell. Yeah, Swamp would be spectacular for him. Only, I think, 1 Swamp in his deck, plus a Search for Tomorrow.
I mean, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, it goes for Double Grape Shot on Fury Sliver. Did he have to do that there? I'm not sure I like that play.
He had to do that. I think he could have.
He could have taken
just absorbed
4,
it.
7. Actually, if he doesn't, I think he takes 9. I'm not sure he wins this game.
He does get to get in for 4 this way.
Yeah, but Didier Jones at 12 clearly loses this race.
10.
Didier Jones still sitting on Tendrils?
Tendril, yeah, for 6.
Yeah, that's the game. Game 1 to Thomas Didier Jones. Living the dream. Wow. A quick Game 1 victory. Not sure there was a whole lot Edel could do there.
No, I think the only way that game could play out very differently is if he mulligans that opening hand. I don't know exactly what it looked like, but he just needed a mana fixer. He needed something
1
to get
Search for
swamped.
Tomorrow, and that hand is awesome.
Then he can
So Grape Shot,
and just sort of clear the board.
Right.
Even get a point of damage in with the Grape Shot.
Does that change your opinion on how this matchup's going to go?
No, it's why we play 5 games at the Pro Tour in the top 8.
Sure.
Because I think that the superior deck is ultimately going to be Edel's. I think we're going to see dragons and fireballs and 4/4s for 4 in the subsequent games, and we're going to see some fewer Buzzardiers. Let's see what kind of cards Willie could be looking at in his sideboard here. Just curious. He's got a Swarmy Art of Venture Sliver.
That's 3 out of 5 matches here in the semifinals. We've got Edel versus Didier Jones. And the other match, the one we're going to get a chance to look at later, is pits Bastien Perez of France against Jean-Maurice Merkel of Germany. John Becker's our man down on the floor. John, what's going on in the back match down there?
Well, BDM's prediction is one game closer to coming true. Bastien actually had 4 different colored lands out by turn 4, so he almost had the domain going on. He busted off and emptied the Warrens, turn 4, just draw dogged it out there.